Getting started in the Black Series now, almost a decade into production, can be really expensive, but it's not impossible. Today I'm going to show you how to build a pretty darn good starter original trilogy collection for under $300. Let's do this. What's going on, everybody? My name is Matt, often called Big Nerdy. We are the NWO, the Nerd World Order, and this is Nerdzoic. So here's the plan today, folks. I'm going to show you how to build a starter collection of original trilogy characters, and we're going to do it with under $300. Think about it like this. Imagine you have a DTOF and you're just trying to fill one shelf, the original trilogy shelf. That's what we're doing here. I'm hoping that we can do this with at least 10-ish figures so that it looks nice and full, but admittedly that's going to be difficult. I'm only going to pick toys that are currently in stock. That's part of the challenge here. They have to be in stock or else it doesn't count. And all prices will include shipping. These aren't necessarily the best versions of these characters, but they are the best value versions of these characters. I also make the assumption that we're opening these, so I might pick up a loose figure here or there to, save some dollars. We're going to start off with the main characters and go from there. I already know that certain figures, Darth Vader, I am the Father, and especially R2-D2 are going to be really difficult because all of their Black Series figures are pretty darn expensive. All right, let's do this. We're going to start with Luke because he's the main character. I figured it makes sense. He has a ton of figures, but some of his better ones are really expensive. Like, in a perfect world, I could get the Jedi Luke figure, but not at that price, I can't. It's not gonna work. We could use X-Wing Luke, and it's a really good price, but I think I can do better. It's not, perfect. All right, I'm already doing an audible here. We're gonna come back to Luke later, see if we can come up with something better. Maybe we can get a package deal or something. Let's move on to Princess Leia. Now, with Leia, we do have a lot of cheap options available, but they don't look great, and ideally here, we get her Episode 1 princess gown, but beggars can't be choosers. I'd rather get a good figure for the same price with all things else being equal. So we're gonna go with this Hoth Leia. We can get her shipped for about $21, so I think that's pretty darn good. So Hoth Leia, welcome to the DTOF. Next up, let's get her Boo. Let's get some Han Solo going on. And again, I can get a pretty cheap one here. And also probably get his best Black Series figure. It is the Bespin Han Solo. Look, I didn't do it wrong. I said Bespin, not Bispin. Be proud of me, folks. This one I'm gonna be able to get for $15.75 shipped. So far we're off to a pretty good start here. Next up came Chewbacca. So I knew I had to get Chewbacca because I figured we gotta have the big four at the very least, plus the droids. I really thought he was gonna be a little bit more difficult, but I was lucky enough to find his 40th anniversary figure. Look at this, it's under $20. So Chewie, welcome to the shelf. All right, R2-D2 time. We have 3 of the big 4. R2 is the next big one that we have to get, him and 3PO. I thought this was going to be really tough and there was no chance of me finding him for under $50 or $60, but I went to eBay and look what I found, folks. I got a deal here. Not only did I get R2, I also got a Luke out of this, and I got a Yoda, who's more of a secondary character who I hope to get, but hey, why not? So, boom, average us $60 out, we got a Luke, we got a Yoda, we got R2, and now we're sitting pretty, guys. We're looking really good here. I think we're gonna be able to get a pretty nice collection for under $300. Yeah, looking nice. So we got the Luke, kind of trailing back here. It's a Dagobah Luke. It's not ideal, but it's a good looking Luke. It's just not like the Luke I think of, but he's got a lightsaber, all as well. One more big one for us to get like the New Hope mission. Well, everybody who survived the first Death Star visit. Spoiler alert, 40-year-old movie spoiler alert. Everybody who survived the first Death Star visit is now on our team except for one, C-3PO. And here's something that really surprised me when I went and did this. He is the only figure from the original trilogy that has one figure and it's an exclusive. So the only version of this that is OT, like with full gold everywhere, is the Walgreens exclusive version that came out with Rise of Skywalker. So the main release had the red arm, the gold arm is only for the Walgreens exclusive. And this was, again, kind of tough to find. I could not find him for a good price anywhere. I ended up just going to Amazon, and even that wasn't great. But then look at that, the little secret Amazon hack. I looked at other sellers, saved a couple of bucks, and I was able to walk away with 3PO for under 30 bucks. All right, so Darth Vader, I knew he was going to be expensive to get to happen, but I was able to do it. I was lucky, though. I had an idea. I was like, hey, wait a second. That box set got clearanced out everywhere. The one that was originally $40, it went with him and like the mail away set. So I looked, I was able to find it for 31 shipped, folks. So there we go, I got our Vader. He is the most expensive single figure in our collection, but hey, we needed a villain, we got a villain. We're looking pretty good here. I referenced earlier that we have the entire Falcon crew that escaped the first Death Star. Let's talk about the crew that went into the first Death Star. The only person missing is Obi-Wan Kenobi. And to my surprise, he is really expensive. So I looked around a lot. I found this one that's going upwards of $70. I found this one that's going for $55, and that's actually the best price I can find. But what I decided to do was go with a loose one that was missing some accessories. So for just $24, I was able to get us a good looking Obi-Wan without a cloak and without a lightsaber. So yeah, I'll just be like, hey, can someone make me a cloak on Reddit or something? I'm sure I can find somebody to help me out with it and buy a lightsaber cheap later on. Not ideal, but not a deal breaker. I'm good with it. I'm pretty happy with it because now we got Obi-Wan in and we still got some room for other figures. At this point, we're looking pretty good. We're 9 figures in already. We still got some money left. We have all the main good guys and Obi-Wan and Yoda, if you don't consider like second tier, I guess, good guys as far as main characters go. We got the major villain in Darth Vader. We need a couple more guys here. We got some money, so what can we do? First of all, I was thinking, okay, let's look at the good guys first. Who else would be considered a major good guy? Well, I think that if you looked at Star Wars, the original trilogy, from just the middle of Empire Strikes Back to the end of Return of the Jedi, Lando has to count, so we need a Lando. Luckily, you can get Lando pretty dirt cheap, and it's a good-looking Billy D. Williams. It's the Cloud City version. I was able to add him to our collection for $16. That puts us at 10 figures, and again, we still have some money left. So now this is where it gets kind of questioning, because I know I want to get some bad guys. The question is, what direction do I want to go? There's no way you're getting an Emperor. It's just not happening. I could get a Tarkin, but I really don't care to. What I really want is Boba Fett and a couple of Stormtroopers. I know Boba Fett's not a main character, but he might as well be. He's like a retcon main character, the way people love him so much, and I do too. What am I saying? He's great. So I love to fit him in here. Most of his figures are expensive, but right now, you can actually get his brand new deluxe version, which is a fantastic figure for just $29 shipped off of eBay. So yeah, we're adding him to the collection, but admittedly, that limits us. I wanted to get 2 troopers, one for each side of Vader. I can't do that with Boba Fett. Just not happening, or else we go over $300. What I can do though, and what I'm gonna do, is I decided to bump Boba Fett completely out. Sorry, Boba Fett, you're out. But I did find these 2 Stormtroopers from different sellers on Mercari. Combined, it's almost $80. Ugh. So almost a third of our budget goes into Stormtroopers, but you know what? Whatever. That's it. That's my winning number. Boom. There you go. Original Trilogy collection. Now, alternatively, you could also take out one of those troopers and throw Boba Fett back in, and you'd actually have some extra money left. You can go back and buy Obi-Wan's cloak and lightsaber from somebody, and now you really are set. So yeah, that shelf's gonna look great. You know what would look even better underneath of that shelf on your DTOF though, is a Marvel Legends Avengers shelf. And I show you how to do that in this video here for under $200. So make sure you go ahead and watch that one next. Remember, you have to get old, but you don't have to grow up. Just be cool and stay nerdy. Later.